I'm sweating. Oh man. I just saw a paid customer trying to get a hold of me. So anyway, sorry, I couldn't block him, so he may try again. Hopefully not. Why is it every time you try to do something, it always goes wrong for me? It's me. But yeah, it always goes wrong. So hi, welcome back, part 2. I got a phone call in the middle of part 1. So if you happen to be watching this in the future and you are interested, I was able to turn my phone my normal way because my thing I was using to do the video with lost its charge, which is why I turned it. Maybe there's supposed to be some batteries in the bottom of it. I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure that out later. Okay, so welcome back. Welcome back. Sorry I lost sound. Whoever it was, I know who it was, but he was trying to get a hold of me. You lost me at the old Stockings. Okay, we'll get right back to there. So let me flip you around. Okay. So there's the old Stockings. They're kind of long, and they're like, there's my hand up against it. So they're kind of long, but they're great. And I don't know how much you got. Oh, you're still on lunch, Kathy. Good. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm glad you were with me to see I was getting kicked out. So these beaded garlands, you can find these old garlands. They're a little pricey, so watch out, and don't have sticker shock. But if you can find them for around $20, that's really good. For around here, anyway, that's really, really good. You can find them in the 40s easily, but $20 are really good around here. Okay, and then what I was going to show you is, as a crafter, you want to find the ones that are single ball. This little single, see how it's a single ball? Not most, but a lot of them are 2 balls hooked together and 2 balls hooked together and 2 balls hooked together. So I like the single ones to craft with, and I try to not grab the doubles. I might have a few doubles in the beginning because I didn't know the difference, but now that I've been, doing it for a couple of years, I figured it out real quick that I don't like the doubles to craft with so much. To display on a tree or to display like this, it's fine. But if you're going to use it for crafting and cut them apart for all of your little imperfect, they look like ornaments on the tins. That's what we use. We cut these up. Sometimes we use actual ornaments. Like this one is actual ornaments that you can find that are old. But for the most part, when I have little teeny tiny ones, those are what we're using. Okay. The books that we decorated quite a while ago, again, you can look up Tammy Loves Vintage on YouTube, and you'll find just type in old book or book, and you'll find all kinds of book videos. There's a great one of the ripped pages we talked about yesterday. Okay, I always get off track. Okay, let's keep going. So that's just the Hobby Lobby thing. I know I need to get rid of it, but I really like it. I have a big one and a little one. I've always liked them. This is my time of year that I do color. Normally I'm plain, but this time of year, for some reason, I love adding the red in. It just makes a big difference. So here's a little guy that we made. He's not old, but we made him. And I use the head. A lot of times you can find the heads from old cupcake toppers. So you can look for old cupcake toppers and get them that way. Okay, I took my clock apart that I have my everyday clock, and I added it to my Christmas shoe so that I could still have my clock on the mantle. And so that's a coat hanger. We made this in my group, so you probably won't be able to find the breakdown of that one unless you're in there. But anyway, it was an old coat hanger, and it worked great in my Christmas shoe. So you can, if you're doing wooden shoes, I've got it propped up on an old spool. Can you see? Probably not, but there's an old spool under there. There, you can see it. And I didn't really do anything with it because it's just sitting there to get my clock level. Okay, let's see. Now I have my button trees. So we add buttons to the trees. Again, they're just styrofoam trees. You can see. And then I just hot glued a ton of vintage white buttons to it, just layers and layers. The top is old curtain finials that I spray paint. Oh, I probably didn't spray paint them. I probably brush painted them with chalk paint. And then this year I added some red buttons because it needed just a touch of red up high. I keep getting my hand in the way. And then this little shoe, my friend Jessica and her sister Carrie gave me this little white shoe, and I did it up for Christmas, and I absolutely love it. I put an old head on a pipe cleaner man that I made, and then she is just a little cupcake topper I just stuck in there. So just to show you what you can do. But we made, Julie and I were making these pipe cleaner guys like crazy a couple of years ago. And so there's another one, did a little seam binding for his shoes, and he's really cute. So he just sits in there. No, Vicki, it didn't bother me at all. No. And I used kind of the plastic ones. I didn't use anything awesome, except there are several with the strings. And I did this years ago, so I really didn't know. Oh, look, I'm missing one right there. I really didn't know that I was, going to do so much with buttons at the time. I just had them in a bowl, but it's been several years ago that I did those. So now I know better. But no, it didn't bother me because I can find them from time to time. So it's okay. This one, I just stuck an old red bulb on top of this tree. Now, I don't know how old. I don't know that this is old. I did get it at an antique show. It was $5. So I don't think it was old, but it has the right look. So I can't get it to stand up straight. So I did that. And then the spools, we've wrapped spools together. So we've done that together before. And then I just left my breadboards here. Again, they just look good there. And then I put my red bird at the top, and I added one of the wreaths from my website. I didn't even talk about that stuff. These are on my website under the Christmas tab, Tammy Loves Vintage. And these are our little berry plops. I literally still have the price tag on it because they're from the website. But I took a couple of those from the website for up there as well. And then I have a stack of red books. I always look for nice red and green books. I know I've sold you guys a ton of books. Hi, Danielle. Hi, you guys. Hi, everybody. Backstory is on your wildflowers. I don't have one. Dee Dee. It just fit. And I bought it for an ounce. I've had this thing for 30 years. I've had it forever, and it fits perfectly. It's not old. It just fits there. I need to take that down for Christmas. You're right. It's not a wildflower kind of thing. It's one of those things that's there all the time. So I don't even notice it because it's just there. I'll take it down. Thanks for pointing that out. But yeah, there's no story. And then this fur is just from Hobby Lobby. I try and pick up the rabbit fur mats when I see them. Number one, to craft with if they're not too expensive to get real fur. But then we've found that you can buy old hats. Oh, I know, Dee Dee, but really shouldn't be up there. It's not a wildflower kind of season. So anyway, you're fine. Thanks though, because I don't even notice it, Anyway, so I did some fur just to look snowy and kind of brighten things up a little bit. And I finally found, I don't remember where I found these. I think Target. Yeah, I think I was at Target, and they had these super chunky sweater stockings. And I found one last night online for Millie, and it is chenille with a drop cloth ruffle. So I know it's not little girlish, but it'll match in, and I've got to find an M of some sort for her. So that, so I need a stocking for Millie up there. Okay, and then that's just a little flower arrangement that I did. I stuck Randy's chopper down under there. You guys that follow me know about that. Oh, what's this? I missed to talk about this. So it's just a piece of a spindle, okay, and that's the base of the tree. It's a new bottle brush tree, but I added beads like these. See how they're little tiny? You could see the holes, but they're old. So they have, see that top, the second one down, not the tip top one, but see, they have just a little interest to them. So I like using these old beaded garlands. Okay. And then we have Millie's play gym. Let's see what else we got. Okay. All right. So back here is our tree. So it's going to take us a minute to talk about this tree. And then I only have one more room to show you, but we've got all kinds of things on this tree to talk about. So first of all, I did a top hat. Now listen, you guys can do this with a poster board. But this is from years ago. If you catch any old videos, you'll see it was black and white plaid. Hi Shayla, thank you. Let's see, that's funny. I just always wondered if it had some significance. No, it doesn't have any. No story. Probably why I never talk about it. I'm looking at my comments now that you guys kind of, I'll move you around. Good, Linda. It's hard to cut them up, I can tell you that. Yeah, I lost me at the stockings. Okay, I'm back. All right, just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anybody. So this is not our typical tree, but it's, I kind of put a combination of 3 different trees together and pulled the best, like my favorite stuff. So not everything is out. I have a local girl, Cheryl Dunlap, that makes some wool things. From time to time, she posts on those Friday posts where I ask you what you're making. She made that, and she made, I love the frog here. And one of my favorites is this little gnome, Santa gnome out of wool. So, and then there's a snowman that she made down here. And I have one more thing of hers. Oh, here it is. It's a little Santa Claus hanging here. So I got all of Cheryl's things out. Whoops, he turned. It's okay. And then I have some paper maches that we've done in the group as well. Here's another one with an old clock face on it. And then I did oh gosh, it's so old. And this was a paper mache that I did. Look at my crooked stripes. Oh, that's so old. Okay, let's see. Oh, look at this. Love this little spool of thread, and I just piled a bunch of buttons on it. Love the little hats. I started to tell you that you can make the hats with poster board. You just have to keep playing with it until you get it. Oh, you felt a little bit. Oh, Esther, awesome. We've been doing wet felting in the group. We've did mushrooms and acorns. So this is, look at this. This is just a flat oval. Okay. And then we decorated the heck out of it. And then I have an opened oval as well, or a circle maybe. I don't know where it is. It should be on here somewhere. Maybe, oh, here's another. I love this one. I did both sides of this one. Love that. It's just sitting there because I didn't like where it wanted to hang. I don't know where my button garland is. Anyway, okay, that doesn't matter. Oh, look at this. Here's an old, so I have a tree that mostly has antiques on it and handmade stuff, but there's an old gauge that I dressed up just to give you inspiration. And my friend Sandy Myers paints Christmas bulbs, and they're all, I think that's the only one I put on this year. We've painted Christmas bulbs for years and years. Did she put the year of this one? That's where I learned snow text. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how many years ago it's been. But yeah, she does beautiful work. Let's see what else. There's a little bell, a little old rusty bell. Here is a open face. Yes, I glued the buttons on. Yes, hot glue. A little open bulb. I'm not sure if I don't think I cut that one, but you could if it's hollow. But it's paper mache, and I have a few of those, so we can do some of those. Here's my toilet flusher from England. It says close. You would pull to open the water, and I made a tassel. Oh, here's a tassel I needed yesterday. And then I just put some stuff in it and hung it on the tree. Here's a boat oar. This holds the boat oar, and I hung just a pretty blingy old thing. And then, oh, we didn't talk about my Santas. So these are the clay, paper clay. Is it paper clay? Is it paper clay? I can't remember. I don't think I made any last year. But our clay Santas, I've done this 2 or 3 times with you guys on the page. If you haven't seen them yet, you can go to Tammy Loves Vintage on YouTube and just type in Santa and see, or type in clay and see what you find. So there's some of those. Another caroler's hat, but this one was different because the bottom was solid, but I did that one. Let's see. Oh, and you cut up a yardstick. So I cut up a yardstick and hung keys. And so there's like 6 of these, however many this divided out to. Those are on there. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, these are dryer balls. These are those dryer balls that you can find. And I put the red felt and then the green. These are lamb's ear. Okay, you remember them? Oh, good, 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 good. Let's see, I'm looking for inspiration. So like these were like from when I was a kid. My mom gave me a few old bulbs. So of course those are on there. There's Abby's bulb she made. Oh, I know what else I can show you, the popcorn. So the popcorn strands, we've made these together. I know on here we did it in the group first, and then the next year I did it with you guys, and it is foam insulation. Okay, so so go to YouTube and type in popcorn on Tammy Loves Vintage, and I'll show you there how to do it if it's something we don't get back to this year. I'm probably not going to make any more since my tree is done, but I could have used another row or two of it. Another clay Santa. I mean, I've got tons of them. There's another one there. Here's one here. Loving the clay Santas. Here's one back in here. He's kind of big, so I propped him up. Childhood ornament. Here's another big one I just stuck in there. We made the crib, the baby in the crib. Let's see, where is she? Here, baby Jesus in the cradle or in the manger. So we made these with you guys and used sisal for the bed and a little bead. So you could do type in manger maybe, or I don't know what I titled the video. You always have to look through and try to find it. But anyway, I've got a couple of those on here. So oh, I love this too. Look at this one, the old spool with the tree on it with the little earring. Love that. And this is a bobbin. See that? It's a bobbin for the trunk of the tree. Or the base of the tree. So this is like the table it's on, and this is the base, and then put that. I love that. Love that one. I'm kind of double looking here because every time I do these, I get off and I'm like, oh, I forgot to show them, whatever. So I'm just double checking and make sure there's nothing else that I missed that I forgot to show you. Oh, and like here, this is, I told you yesterday about the old plane part. So this is like the top part of a rusty old plane. So it would have been on my antique tree. And I was at a bazaar and some lady made these. And I loved it because it was old sheet music. She kind of used a lot of wrapping paper and, you know, happier things. But I like I like this one. So I bought that from her. I can't imagine making it. I did look them up, and you can do it, but anyway, oh, here, I have an old doorknob hanging here. Look at this. It's kind of funny. So it made more sense when my tree was just an antique tree. So to have them now kind of mixed in, it's kind of a mishmash of tree things, but it's somehow, I don't know, I feel like it works. Oh, and then whoever was looking for the pickle, there it is. So, okay, let's go. I think that's good enough. Let's go into the dining room. I just want to show you a couple things. Now, this is office/dining room since I moved my craft room here, so bear with me. You're going to see Randy's desk and the printer and all that stuff. So here's an old silver tray. I know Kathy, Real Funky Junk, would love to get a hold of that and paint it, but I'd have to break her hand. I don't want her to do it. So some of them I just can't paint. I don't know how she does it. But what a fun medium, like what a fun idea she came up with to do that, because they are stunning, every one of them. But I can't bring myself to do that. But anyway, so on the silver tray, I put the red balls, which really pop. These sweater balls we made years ago. I just covered styrofoam balls with old sweaters. So I have all different textures of sweater material. See, they're all different sweaters. There's all kinds of them in there. And we made those together, I remember. And then the Valentine's Day that I made the stack of books. Here's the stack of books. I just took the heart off of it. Well, this is a heart doily, but you guys know how I use those books all the time. So there you go. You like the silver tarnish? Yeah, this was tarnished, and it's really not, it did clean up. I did clean it before I dressed it, but it's really tarnishy and spotty. I couldn't get it as nice as the other one, but the other one's a better silver. It's actually, got a mark, and you would never paint that one. it was a gift to me from my stepdad who collects silver things. So it's kind of an investment thing for him. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the cotton spun. This was a janky to swanky project. From the chalkboard up to the top was a project. Julie and I do this thing called janky to swanky. These are just foam. I think you can get them at the craft store, but they're just fake cranberries is what they are. They're just foam. Like you could squish them and crunch them if you, you got to be awful strong. I guess I can't squish it, but it weighs nothing. It's just like, feels like styrofoam. Okay, so that just showed you I'm not very strong. Anyway, this was part of the lamp. The ball underneath here was part of the lamp. And so we bought these really ugly lamps. Let's see, there you can see the base of the lamp was pretty, but so we challenge each other to do what we call a janky to swanky. And we've done, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 of them now together. And anyway, this was an old lamp makeover. And what I did with my old lamp, and she took the, where you screw the bulb in and did that snowman guy that I showed you in the beginning. I think I showed him to you yesterday. She made that. So it's completely off the wall. So she's crazy talented. I never would have ever thought of that. You remember the challenge? We've done several, but yeah, this was a good one. So I didn't really know what to do. So I threw this together and I put it on my my tractor disc, when the farmers pull the discs, that's what this disc is. And then I put it on top of an old wire spool, okay, and made a pedestal, okay? All right, so there's that. And then over here, I forgot to turn this tree on. Let me turn it on for you real quick. Okay, so my supply cabinet, of course, nobody's supposed to see that. I need to hold my camera a little higher. But I did do up the top of it. So there you can see real life, right? So, janky to swanky is so much. I know, but it's very stressful. They are very stressful, Esther. I got to tell you. I'm so glad, Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda, I did one about the first half of the house earlier and I got kicked off with a phone call. So you might want to go back and catch that replay. I'm sorry that happened. This is actually part 2, just so you know. Okay. So here's the heart that I took off of those books. We made this for the Valentine. I don't remember what. I just remember it was Valentine's Day, and I think I was in a group thing, and anyway, this is what lays with the books that are over there. And they were just old encyclopedias. But anyway, I dragged these out at Christmas time. They're red and gold. And then I need to do something prettier with that. I've had this tree forever. I need to cover that or do something pretty. It's fine, but when you get to this point, it's details. It's the details now. Okay, and then this is a hand-painted church my friend Diane gave me years ago, and I always keep it in with the Christmas, so it's out Christmas through winter. And then this bell, the lamp part bell. You guys who remembers me doing all of the bells with the lamp parts. So this would be the cup that would go up to the ceiling, right? To hide where your oops, I see something hanging on there. Where you hook it to the ceiling and then the chain comes out where my thumb is. Okay. And so then I just did a wooden knob at the top and stuck that on, added some snow text, some greenery. And this isn't even old. This is from Hobby Lobby, but I love the crackle and whatever. Okay. Then we made these trees. Now I pulled some for the sale. I made big ones and little ones. They're pipe cleaner trees, but I did keep one. Just some of this stuff is just so that I remember to share, you guys. You do remember the bells? And then my Christmas bulb, or my doorknob Christmas tree, sorry. I started doing those forever ago, and I think everybody's doing them now. I haven't done any for a long time, but oh my gosh, a lot of you guys got my doorknobs. I did crystal and white and black and all the different things. Let's see. And then you guys will remember this too, those of you that have been with me a long time, but you remember my stirrup winter arrangement. I love that tree in the middle. I love the tree in the middle. It's old. The other two are not. But yeah, that tree is spectacular. So anyway, I found this old stirrup. It's really been worn down, but I love it, and it's metal. Okay, Debbie, I'll see you. Have a good day. Anyway, so there's that. Okay, so then this tree, it's just sitting in the corner. Like, this is like my dining room, okay? So there's that, but this is all my office supplies. So I just stuck it in the corner because we don't have a whole lot of room in here. And then, okay, somebody was talking about, no, this is a tin, but I have the lids. So this would work in the lids as well. I think it was Kathy. She ordered some lids from my website. And so, oh, and look at him. He is an original cotton spun snowman. Yeah, 10 cents, I wish. He was $25, but he's amazing. He's amazing. So yeah, I had to have him. Okay, so back to this, the tin. So you can see it's just an old tin, and then we decorate them up. Those were years ago as well. So you could go to Tammy Loves Vintage and type in a tin. Here's another one. It's oval. These were a blast to make. We've been doing this for years. There you go. Kathy's here. Okay, good. Good. Okay, yes. And the English stirrups work great too if you have any of those. Here's an old lid, Kathy. I was hoping you would catch this one. So these are old Christmas cards. The background is punched old Christmas cards and old postcards. Okay, there's sheet music in the back of that one, and this one is just that glittered paper. I have red glittered paper and cream colored glittered paper. Can you there you can kind of got a little bit of that glitter. And then you just punch it to the right size. So you use, yeah, old Christmas cards, postcards, book pages, or glitter paper, whatever you want to use, but just giving you some ideas. This was an old card, and this was one that had like the little depth to it. Like I popped the stocking off and added it to that. It was from a card. And then these stockings were on the card as well. So I just added them to the side. So this was just off of an old card, but I love it. And then we added some tinsel around the edge, some old tinsel. Okay, so I think that's all that I have kept. Looks like all I've kept is those 3 lids and tins and things. That's all I see. Okay, so then, okay, let's talk about the cotton spun. So I showed you the cotton spun in the middle of the table. Here is another original cotton spun. Okay, here is a little one. They come in all sizes, original. The cotton spun is back, you know, late 1800s, early 1900s. The ladies would sit and use cotton batting and make these cotton spun. And there's a technique to get it to where it's kind of hard and not super soft and fuzzy. So like this is one that we made, and we made these in my group. So I think I've dabbled with them a little bit on the page, but not the whole, like how you make the arms. Everything is cotton spun, the hands, the arms, the legs, like the whole bit. It's a whole deal, but very doable. But he's fantastic. I made him, and I made him to look old. I made her, in our group, I made her to go with, and I made her to go with. Okay, these are old papers. You can order the old papers from Etsy. The links are all in the group. And then this is cotton spun head on an old pine cone. Okay, and I bought 2 of them. This one's a little rough shape. This one was with it. So love that. So this tree is pretty much all cotton spun. Here's a cotton spun Santa, whoops, that I made. You can tell the ones that are original from mine, like he's original. But they get kind of pricey, so it was fun to try and figure out how to do them ourselves. And we have had so much fun making these guys. And here's another one. So they're very cool. It probably takes an hour plus to make one. Once you know what you're doing. So they're definitely doable. I think the pipe cleaner people are a little bit easier. There's an event coming up in December, the beginning of December. I think it's a Sparkle Room event. I'm not exactly sure, but I was invited to be in it. It'll be on my page shared over. It's early in December. And Julie thinks I should do the cotton spun Santas, these guys, but I'm afraid I'm going to be pushed for time unless I go ahead and do the arms and stuff. I don't like to do projects from the group until a year later, so it definitely past that time. So I don't know. I was thinking the pipe cleaner people I don't know which one. There's another little fella hiding back in there too. So there's my cotton spun. All right, so let's go around here. This is my printer stand and my label maker, and there's Alexa listening to us. And anyway, here's another doorknob. I only kept a couple. I kept this one because it was so crackly good. Like, I'm not sure you can tell, but it's a really good crackled doorknob. And then my scissor bouquet, as Emily calls it. Follow an Instagram gal, my weathered home, and she calls her scissor collection her scissor bouquet. So I put it here kind of with the office equipment stuff. Okay, here's something else we did in the group, and I don't know if I've brought these to you guys or not, but it's time. If I have, it's time to do them again. I'm just gonna show you. Here's my wall. So I made these little brush trees. Speaking of Emily, she shared it on her page several years ago, and I tackled it in our group and love how they turned out. I love all of my bases. I don't think I've ever sold any of my handmade brush trees. Here's another little one. I'll give you a close-up of all of them again. It's hard to see outside. And then this little teeny tiny was like a scraplet, and I'm like, I need something to do with this one, so I stuck him in the little sewing machine oil can, and it's perfect. And when you put them all together, it makes for a really interesting grouping. So there you can kind of see, sorry, I have them displayed in my window, so it's kind of hard to see, but there they are, sitting there all proud and happy. So there you go. And then let's see, I got just a little bit more I can show you, and then I'll be done. I made this wreath 2 years ago, and I love it. And I bought big old cowbells. I searched and searched, and I'm not crazy with how they're laid. So I need to redo this. I'm not crazy for it. I still love it, but it needs tweaked. So when I tell you sometimes things need tweaked, this needs tweaked. The bells are hanging too low. I tried to cover the wires last year with this measure tape, to make it a little better. It kind of sucks, but it's okay. It was okay. And I always loved this giant frosted succulent, and I didn't know what the heck to do with it, so I stuck it in here. But I'm over the burlap bow. I'm ready to pop a little bit more red. So I think I need to revisit this again, but I'm just showing you, not to tell me how awful it is, I know, but to show you the idea of using old rusty actual cowbells for those of you that have that kind of thing. I absolutely love them. I have 4 completely different shaped ones, and I absolutely think it's really cool, different. It was a different idea I had, and I really like this. I don't know if anybody else has seen that or whatever, but okay. So so here's my cabinet. I didn't do anything Christmassy in here. You guys have seen this before, and I'll be showing it again, I'm sure. But they've got just a couple of things here. So these people we made in the group as well. I think it was the year before last. I don't think it was last year. Maybe. Making the tiny brush trees in my group, Kim. I take everything to the group first, and then a year later I bring them here. And I don't think I've done the trees, but it is on my list to do this year. I'll show you eventually here. You have cowbell. Oh, good. Oh, and you leave them out with your Christmas. I love that. So these are paper mache that we made, not bought. All of this is made. We formed the boots. We made the paper mache bodies. We made the coats and the gown. We used the fur off of a hat. All of this is all handmade. And Julie is the inspiration, my friend Julie. She's like very detailed. Like, she's really good about all that stuff. So we did them. She did it first, and then she shared with me how to make them in the group. And so we always have fun when she comes to visit in the group. This is an old box that I've had, and I decided to decorate it for Christmas, and I put the little deer with the tree. It's super simple, but I kind of like it. Kind of like it just like that. You can make it much more than what it is. You've seen other things that I've blown out, but this I just kept really simple. And my plant, it's kind of dying. It doesn't get much light here, but I don't really love it. So it's no offense, little guy, but yeah, it's not, I don't love it. Okay, anyway, so if he makes it, he makes it, right? So when I tell you I love to get old tinsel, this is old pine tinsel, and it's I bought it in a bag, just a pile of it in a bag. And I'm like, I've had it and I never knew what to do with it. So last year, I believe it was, I hot glued it to a styrofoam tree shape, and I put a doorknob on the top, and I just kind of set it there like, okay, there you go. There, ta-da, I'm done. So this year I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, I can do better. So I got out again, and this is off of a chandelier. If you picture the light bulb screwing in there, and it's upside down. And so I rubbed it with Rub and Buff, and then this is another lamp part. It's a base of a lamp, and I just glued the base. Okay, there's actually 3 pieces here. There's this one, and this one. There's 3 lamp parts. So I love lamp parts. We use them all the time. But anyway, I think it made that tree a lot more interesting. And maybe what I need to do now is add just a few little gold, those real tiny balls or something, just to like pull it all together. But so that's been a little bit of a work in progress, but it's okay. I think it's okay. So, all right, last thing. So this is my, oh man, you want to talk about real life. I'll give you a glimpse just because you guys have hung in there with me so long. So this is the last thing I really wanted to show you is my old train car. I was in Cincinnati. Whoops, so see, again, here's one of those. I tore it apart. There's a hole on both sides, and I hot glue it in. So I need to lay this over on my work table so that I remember to glue that back in. But okay, so I bought this train car, and I set it amongst my decor forever. I put it in my decor forever. And then last year I decided to make it its own thing. Let's see. It's on a silver tray, if you can see the silver tray, and nothing special. So I covered the whole tray actually. I did a lot of greenery. I added the train car, and I added some trees, and then used Snow Text. Don't know if you guys know about Snow Text, but it's amazing thick texture that you use like a little tiny artist knife to put it on. That's what I do anyway. All of this is Snow Text. It's super chunky. Write that down. It's in my Amazons. Oh, here's some right here. I can show you. I just happen to have it. So that's amazing. You need that for sure. Anyway, so there's that little arrangement. So if you're ever out and about and you're antique shopping and you see a really cool train car, you might want to grab it if it kind of has a feel, you know, a look about it. I got one from my stepdad. It's black. He worked for Bucyrus Erie forever, and he gave me a black train car that says Bucyrus Erie on it. And I haven't done anything with it other than just to display it. But I don't think I want to lock it up just for Christmas, because I kind of like it like year round, especially because it's black and gold. But you know, you can find stuff. So okay, I told you I'd show you. So I just brought this from the little house. It's all my glitter. It's time for glitter and snow. So I brought that in. I'm going to give you a quick. So this is some of my workstation craft stuff. And then there's my desk where I do all my shipping, and there's my boxes for shipping back here. And this is that burlap tree skirt. I decided not to use it this year, but this is our burlap tree skirt that I made. I may show you guys how to do it. I got in some really good Chalk Couture stuff this year too, for this season. And so I may do that little bit of Chalk Couture. It's been a long time since I've Chalk Coutured with you guys. Here's my stockings from yesterday I put on my work table. I need some little hooks for some more bulbs that I had to put on my cotton spun tree. But this is like this is where I work. So this is set up. I've got a project coming up for the group with Excelsior and this and here these pistachio. There you go. So a fall project for the group coming up, maybe yet today, we'll see. And then there's like when I tell you I have, so this is what you see when I'm crafting. This is the backdrop. So this is what you guys see. And why, here you go. This is why I wasn't too worried about buttons. I have bunches and bunches of buttons. But yeah, here you go. So, who was asking me, I think it was Michelle, the Vintage Daisy, was asking me she was asking me how I put stuff away for winter or whatever. But yeah, this is my craft space. So there you go. And see, I told you I had a Santa to do, or a snowman to do with you guys. And there he is. So we'll do, and look, here's those bulbs. Told you I had some of these are the eggs, but I think I got bulbs too. Yeah, I did. Right here. Factory Decor Direct, or Factory Direct Decor, whatever. I was thinking ahead for Easter. I thought it'd be fun to do some Easter ones. So there you go. That just needs put away. So, okay. Oh, I couldn't put the mushrooms away. I know they're not Christmas. We made those last month in the group. I couldn't be more in love with these dingin' things. So yeah, super proud of those. It'll be a while before I can show you guys how to do it because it's a group thing, but yeah, really cool, really cool. I think that's it. So I think that's it. So as I was downstairs kind of going through my Christmas craft table, I set everything up and I'm like, I really need to get this a little more organized. So I was working on it and I thought, maybe you guys would like to see that. So at some point here, I'll take you down if I have enough service. That's the thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not, but if I have enough service, we'll go down and take a peek at my Christmas craft table. If I have it, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Can I show us your view? My view? Oh, well, sure, sure. Okay, so, all right. Oh, so, but my table is such a mess right now. So when I'm standing here, okay, so here's my back. This is what you guys see. So when I'm standing here, here's my camera is right here. And then I have my iPad. My iPad needs wiped off. But then this is like my work table. And Julie always sits right there. And I'm usually just right here. And then like I have so many, this is when I say my table gets so full, it's overwhelming. So I need to get little hooks, but I wanted to move this out of the way for you guys. And then I have these little containers that I want to do a Christmas project in for the group. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do this with you guys. I'm gonna do a little bulb with Millie. Debbie Riggs showed these at for her grandkids in her group, Check Savvy Live. And so I want to do that. So I'm going to do that here. I don't think she'll mind that. And then this, I'm going to do a little stand up of her picture. I've got to get her picture shrunk down and we're going to make one for me and one for my daughter. So that's like a project table. These just need re-glittered. My daughter Summer and Abby and I made the little houses if you saw them in the windows. And these were Summer's and she used fine glitter. And I think I'm going to re-glitter them with a little bit more chunky glitter. And oh, I should open this while I'm here. This was from a follower. It's a gift from a follower and I haven't opened it yet. Let's see what else we got on this table. Oh, so my cans, I think I've shown you this already. I was going to put flowers in here and we were going to do a chili party and we never did it, but I decorated my cans and I just need to get a bunch of baby's breath and some red and yellow flowers. Yeah, so that's that. That's just sitting here waiting on a party. Oh, I can't show you this because this is another group project coming up. And then what is it? Why is this laying here? These two just need tweaked. Yeah, these two just need tweaked a little bit. They were old things I've had. And then this is, I'm getting ready to do, Michelle at the Vintage Daisy has got us doing some, not welding, but soldering. So I have some things cut out here and some things ready to go for soldering. So that's just sitting here in my glass cleaner. So I'm kind of ready, but not. So yeah, but yeah, that's my view. I get to look at my crappy, crazy desk and my boxes. Yeah, that's my view. It ain't good. That's why you don't see it. You see this side. So there you go, Dee Dee. Oh, okay. Yes, eventually. Yes, when summer's done, Randy's pretty sure he wants to go there. Yeah, he's ready to go. So, Norma, so it's, oh, good. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. I'm hoping I inspired you. Jackie, she doesn't have a page or anything. You could reach out and ask her though, or I'll ask her for you. Who said that? Jackie. Okay. I can ask her if I remember. If I forget, private message me, okay? And I told you guys I'd give you the number again. I forgot about that. It's 740-273-6693. I'll tell you one more time. So get your pencil picked up and ready. And you can text me either on, what's it called? Telegram, or you can text message me. privately at 740-273-6693 and just say hi. Okay, just say hi. And then that'll let them know that you want text from me, so I'm not spamming you. It won't let me text you first. So you have to, you know, sometimes people will say, can you text me when you're going live? You have to text me first. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome, Esther. Thanks for being here. Oh, Mary, I know those mushrooms are crazy awesome. Okay, the viewer is crafting. I did that. Great idea for the caboose. My dad was, oh, wow. Awesome, Kathy. I'm giving you all kinds of ideas. I've seen you picking up on some. So glad you showed the train. Oh, you forgot what you were going to do with it. Okay, Rhonda. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to hear you say that because I do that all the time. You love the old, oh, thank you. You have the cowbells. Okay, I saw that one. The video for making the time. Yeah, that was a group thing, and I don't think I did it with you guys, but you could try, Kim. Go to YouTube, Tammy Loves Vintage, and type in brush tree and see what you get. I don't know. I can't remember, you guys. It's too many years of doing this to remember all of it. You have doorknobs. Okay, I saw that one. Too many beautiful. Thank you. Thanks, Kathy. You like the cottons? Oh, I do too. Now that I know about it, and like that tree, oh my gosh, the feather tree, what a fantastic project. If you guys don't get in the group for anything else other than to just look at all the Christmas stuff, you should. For 15 bucks, there's tons. Can you use warm and natural or felt? Yeah, I don't think felt would do. No, felt wouldn't be soft enough. Felt, I think, would be too stiff. But yeah, warm and natural is fine. And you can dye it too. We've dyed it in the groups. That's how we get our reds and greens and all that. So, oh, good. You love, yeah, Sweetwater Trading. I think it's Tara. She gets it totally. If you guys aren't following her, you should be. Her pictures are fabulous. I always know it's her picture when it comes across. Thanks, Mary. Find more jar lids. Okay, I think I have 2 more on the website, actually. You bought 4 last week, and I think there's still 2 left. So yeah, you have tons of old tack out in the barn. Yeah, yeah, okay, I saw that one. You'll have to go get it. Yeah, and Lynn, I was hoping to inspire you guys, because some of you have stuff, or like you have a grandpa with an old barn that you could go get some stuff or whatever. So yeah, and it gives you ideas of what to be looking for when you're thrift shopping and antique shopping and all that. You remember the bells. Okay, Junkies, Funkies, fun. Okay, and all of the comments from the last one, I'm just gonna have to type them in. Type in your answer. Oh, you love the pickle. You have one? Oh, Esther, I just got that, I think last year. I got my stepdad one because he's German and it's supposed to be a German tradition, and he'd never even heard of it. And he's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. So I'm like, well, here's your pickle anyway, because what am I going to do with 2 pickles? Oh, I love the popcorn too. It looks so real. I threw away a whole bag of it though. I made some, and remember that it swells up. I made some last year and it swelled up too big, and I tried cutting it and all that. It didn't work. You really need it to just fit a dot, you know, and then of course you have to press it and paint it and all that stuff. But yeah, you don't want them too big because then it doesn't look like real popcorn. You love my Santas. Thanks, Esther. Yes, I glued the buttons. Okay, I think I saw all of these. Oh, she did? Really? Deb sent you here from Deb's New Again? Wow, Tabitha, that's so nice of her. I'll have to thank her. You need to make the popcorn. Yeah, you do. Before you do your tree, get your popcorn made. But I only have 3 strands. I need a couple more. I'd like to have a couple more. Thank you, Dee Dee. She likes when I do my tour. So, okay, I'm not going to go back through all because I'm just going to sit down and answer you all again anyway. When we join your group, do you get access to... Yes, all of them, Debbie. Yes, from way back when I very first started, you would go to TammyLovesVintage.com, and the group link is right there. You'll find it. Oh, Abby's flying in at 3 o'clock. What the heck time is it? Oh, crap. She told me 5:30. Okay, I better go. I might have to leave. I think she's back on her regular time. Oh, no, that's my calendar. Okay, yeah, that's my Google calendar. Okay, I was going to say, holy crap, she's an hour away. It's almost 3. Okay, I'm okay. Whew, that was a scary little panic there. It wasn't her. It was my calendar. Okay. Okay, Abby's coming in at 5:30, hopefully. Her flight got changed, which is why I did this. Okay, so thank you guys. Thank you all. So what were they talking about? Oh, the private group. Yeah, so It's called Tammy's Making. You go to my website, Tammy Loves Vintage, and you can sign up. It's $15 a month. You can do 1 month and see everything since 2019. It's a lot. So it's a busy month to just do 1 month. And if you do a whole year, you get a free month. So it gives you that option there. What else? And if you do that, ask to join. Go to the group on Facebook and ask to join. Tammy's Making. Ask to join so that I can let you in. If we're not private friends on Facebook, it won't let me invite you. At least I don't know how. So you have to ask to join. So once you go through PayPal or however you use your credit, however you want to set it up, or you can mail me a check, or if you're like, I don't know how to do any of that, I have a lot of people that I put through their credit card once a month. So you can do that as well. Or like I said, you can mail me a check. However, we'll figure it out. We'd love to have you there. Can't wait to see Abby. I know, I can't wait to bring her here. Yes, Stephanie, just go to the group. Oh, she loves the group. Thank you. Yeah, you're already in there. What am I talking about? Yeah. Chastity. Oh, she may have some mugs. Yeah, she might. Or be able to find them at all the auctions and things she goes to, but I bet you she wants to keep them. I think she showed a cabinet. Was it her or Michelle? I don't know. Chastity and Michelle and I are like same. And yeah, so I don't, one of those two girls, because I commented on their picture. I spotted, I think it was Chastity. She ain't giving up her mugs. I don't think. So, okay, you guys, I'm just looking now. I'm just rambling. I always ramble when I get to the end. So thank you for watching. I hope I inspired you. I hope. So I will see you all again. I'm sure with Abby, we're going to be together for a whole week. So I'm sure I'll see you. And thank you for watching, and blessings to all of you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.